Music and audio in general are the most important parts in filmmaking. That's why today in this video we're going to see the process of producing a song, from the first idea to the final product. But for that we need a real music producer. So, ladies and gentlemen, I present you Zreao.
Hello.
So yeah, ready to do some music?
Yep, so music is very hard to do and requires a lot of skills, so let's jump into how to make a song, starting off with the first step.
1, 2, 3.
So the first step that comes to mind is for the piano, as you can see here. So one of the things that I do in step 1 is try to find inspiration. Just mess around with the piano until I find something interesting. I start to mess around with that, see if I could come up with something.
I wanna see ya, 'cause you make me feel alright. But I got all of your pictures on you. I wanted to.
Well, now that I've found something interesting to work with, let's go on to the next step.
Can I get back that time I spent? 'Cause I'm starting to question if you care about this or if I'm just on my own.
So here we are back in my room where FL Studio is already and loaded. So as said in step 2, I am going to be making a layout here. So as loaded right here in the program, I have a layout loaded, which is something like this. So usually for my layouts, I start off with a piano, pretty simple actually. FL keys for those of you advanced producers watching. But yeah, so I pull up the piano roll here where I can just do my little thing here. Yeah, pretty simple stuff. I lay them out in a thing like this. Some of them sound different than others and I scrap some of them, so this is what I got. And then I use some simple sounds like this to make it stand out a bit. And then we head over here, which is like the main thing. And yeah, that is pretty much that for step 2. So in step 3, we go into the instruments and sounds. And for some of the instruments and sounds, I usually record them via mic or my guitar and bass. Usually when you go about this, there are various things you need to think about. First off, and most important, is what you need to make a good song. What you need are chords, leads, and bass. And here's why. Because when you hear most songs, say like Shape of You by Ed Sheeran or some other songs, they have a good foundation and some pretty cool sounds in that, and tons of things in the background also. But you need to get the 3 main basics down or else it'll just sound empty. So first off, we have the piano. Next off, we have the lead. And of course, we have the chords. Let's just get to the bass. And let's not forget about the drums. So as you can hear, according to this, we got chords, leads, bass, and in some instances, the vocal where someone sings in a song. In this last step, I'll go on to mastering, which means I'm compressing the song to glue everything together and make the song loud. But not too loud because that can cause clipping, so I have to be really careful. I will also switch to my headphones and speakers here and there to make sure it sounds pretty good. I will mix the song to make the sound more professional and do some equalization and effects to make the entire song better. So it's time for the final result, so
Let's dive into it.